welcome to Titanium Talos Tarot, and today I will be doing a what will your current perspective gift you video. Alright, so for this I'll be using some concepts from Superconscious Education brought to us by Chris Duncan. I will also be using the Light Seer's Tarot deck. Okay, and with that being said, my gorgeous triple tiers, let's get into the cards and concepts. So, just give me a moment. Now, the first group of individuals I will be pulling for are my perfectionists. The individuals who intuitively know how things should be done in order for them to turn out great. Okay, so please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my perfectionists, please come forward and share what their current perspective will gift them at this moment in time. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my perfectionists, please come forward and share what their current perspective will gift them. And you got the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, as Liber 1010 says. So the Two of Pentacles would indicate that what your current perspective will gift you is of you juggling two ideas, two things, two ways of doing something. And I'm getting that one is more like in the physical, one is concrete, while the other one is more thought-based. So are you stuck between an action that will actually give a physical, tangible result, like putting on makeup, or are you stuck between that and you working on your mindset, which will give you a glow up without actually like glowing you up with like your external features, but actually will give you glow from within. That is interesting. So seeing as I was talking of that was what I was suggested to utilize. I feel like it's something in regards to your appearance, your appearance. So it's still physical, but are you gonna work on your external shell, or are you gonna work on your internal mindset? And what I can say with that is, yes, your external shell is important because that is what people see, that's what they are attracted to, that's what they will be dealing with most of the time. But if you work on your internal state, first and foremost, that will stay with you for the rest of your life. Your external shell is here today, might be gone tomorrow, you never know. But if you work on your internal well-being first, it will permeate through everything else, is what I'm getting. Okay, my perfectionists, so if you really want to be on point, work on both, but give more importance to your internal glow up rather than just the external shell's appearance, because that is important, don't get me wrong. But if you don't have the internal beauty as well to back it, sooner or later that external beauty will fade and that internal beauty will be crummy, because you will have only been looking at the external part. But if you want to keep it going, you need to work on both, and especially, most importantly, your internal state of being. Okay, so that was for my perfectionists. Now on to my helpers, the individuals who intuitively know how to assist someone in any situation. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone who has good, who has a message for my helpers, please come forward and share what they should anticipate for the coming week. Please, God, angels, and guides, what will my helpers' current perspective gift them this week? Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my helpers, please come forward and share what their current perspective will gift them. And you got the Knight of Pentacles. Slow moving energy. This would be Earth on Earth. Yes, it would be excessively slow moving energy. But what I'm getting with this is not only excessively slow moving energy, but energy that is, how should I put it? That is enjoying the process, is enjoying the journey. Because let's say if this knight were to only be focused on the outcome, the thing that he is working upon, the thing that he's working to manifest, if he's only considering that, well, once he gets to that end result, he'll be like, well, I mean, I thought of this, I made it all of this glorious thing, but here I am at the end, and I'm like, well, what's next? Instead, if you would have enjoyed the journey to that end result, you will be much more satisfied and much more content with what you are getting. I hope that makes sense, okay? So, if you have any questions, just ask. It'll be my pleasure to answer. Now, on to my achievers, the individuals who intuitively know how to set goals and to go about achieving them one by one. So please, guardians and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my achievers, please come forward and share what their current perspective will give them this week. Excuse me. My cards are being unruly. Please, God, angels and guides. Maybe that has something to do. Are your objectives feeling like they're unruly, not falling into place like you're used to, and it's kind of kicking you off? My grandfather, being an achiever, when someone went out of line and did not help to forward his objective as quick as he wanted to, he would lose interest as well as patience. So, please, God, angels, and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my achievers, please come forward and share what their current perspective will give them. And we have a faller. Give me a moment. And it is, what is it? The Knight of Swords. Yes. The current perspective. Okay, so the Knight of Swords is, what is that? Okay, sorry. The Knight of Swords is air with fire, which means this knight is quick moving. He doesn't like to sit still. He needs something to do all the time. And what I'm getting, okay, well, Knight of Swords, generally, one of the players, you would see the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords as potential players. Well, actually, the Knight of Wands is the player, while as the Knight of Swords is just someone who is inconsistent, moving from one thing to the other, like a bumblebee, going from plant to, like, from flower to flower. So it would be like air, but with fire under its ass. It can't sit still. If you catch the drift. So, my achievers, what your current perspective will give to you is not working on a goal long enough for you to actually see the manifestation of it. What it will actually gift you is, and I do say gift because everything's a gift. The only difference is, are you taking the gift and accepting the gift and gaining its wisdom, right? Because everything is a gift. If only you took complete advantage of it. Now, so for my achievers, I'm getting you're not, well, already in what you do, you like to do things, you like things to move forward. But in this case, because I see my achievers. Well, it depends on your specific type of energy, but in this case, it's more like an air on fire, meaning either you're quickly moving from one to the other, or you're gaining altitude. Because it made me think of hot air balloon. Hot air balloon that's adding the heat, which is giving you elevation, not really grounding you. So I'm getting that you're either getting closer or farther away from your objective. So make sure that you are dialing in the hot air. Interesting. I've never had this before. You are dialing it. You are adjusting the amount of hot air. You're like the amount of heat you're putting to the air element, right? To elevate your balloon, you're adjusting it to like the specific height to get you to that specific height you're looking for, is what I'm getting. Because I feel like if you don't dial it in, you might miss your mark, and you want to be in that sweet spot. Because what you're actually looking for is really in that sweet spot, that height, that specific height. But if you give it too much air, if you give it too much heat, it will go too high. And if you don't give enough heat, it will like be just below the sweet spot. But you want to be in that sweet spot. So learn to dial it in. Yes, and my nose is kind of itchy, so I'm getting that spirits here. I'm being guided. Ooh, awesome. Alright, so that was for my achievers. Now on to my individualists. The artists, the trendsetters, the YouTubers, the individuals who like to be the center of attention, the ones who aren't afraid to be in front of the public. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my individualists, please come forward and share what their current perspective will give them this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my individualists, please come forward and share what their current perspective will give them. And you got the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, being spoiled for choice, having a lot to choose from, but you have to be careful that the Seven of Cups does not leave you in analysis paralysis mode, where you are overthinking of what to choose, and not making a choice at all. Okay? And make sure you are actually picking something that is concrete, because I don't know if you can see it, but here you have like this castle, like this whitish castle, and you have a bunch of snakes and ladders and water as well, and a mask. Like, there's a bunch of white stuff on this card. A mask and a like the thing that they would give to Olympians. I don't know what the name is, but make sure that you are aware of everything, because there's a lot of smoke and like wisps of hot air, like kind of clouding the whole thing, which would make me think that if you aren't double checking yourself, you might make a mistake in the choice you make. So don't be so emotional, be a little bit grounded, is what I'm getting in your choice. Okay, my individualists, did someone piss you off and you are trying to respond to their, wow. Okay, are you trying to respond to to the allegations that were put before you. I feel like you're trying to respond, but you're actually reacting because you're allowing your emotions to get the best of you instead of you thinking clearly. You're allowing the smoke or the humidity to cloud your judgment. Wow. Okay, I've never been so in-depth in this card. I'm just surprised. Because it's humid and I am getting clear messages is what I'm getting. Alright, so now on to my investigators. The individuals who intuitively know what to search, where to search for it, and how. Alright, we got a follower pointing towards the left. One moment. So, let me see. Yes. Okay. So the follower is the Two of Swords pointing towards the left. Now the Two of Swords, okay, would indicate that you're stuck between two ideas. Stuck between a concrete idea and very much like the Two of Pentacles, but in this case it's some in the Two of Pentacles, it was still two actions to better your physical appearance, right? Or to better your physical world. But in this one, it's two ideas, two thoughts, two competing thoughts is what I'm getting. And the difference in this one is that her eyes are closed. Her eyes are covered with a thin piece of fabric that she's not removing. And because of that not removing of that piece of cloth, she is kind of keeping herself stuck. But I don't know if you can see it, but she has like this smile on her face. You see it? Yeah. She has a smile on her face, which would indicate that she is intentionally keeping herself there, intentionally keeping that blindfold on, and intentionally not swatting those crows away, because that little bit of cloth does not seem very difficult to dislodge. You know, it's like she's keeping herself stuck. So my investigators, I feel like what you're looking for is right in front of your eyes. You are keeping yourself stuck, keeping yourself not able to see what the result is or what the answer to your question is what I'm getting. Okay, so that was it for my investigators. Now on to my loyalists, the individuals who intuitively know what to stay loyal to, how to stay loyal to it, for how long, and in what way, for what reasons. So please, God, angels, and guides. 7 of Wands want to pop out, or is that the 7 or the 6? I'm not sure. So, please, God, angels, and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message to my loyalists, please come forward and share, Tower, and share what their current perspective will give them this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my loyalists, please come forward and share what their current perspective will give them this week. And he got the 6 of Swords. Awesome. My loyalists, the 6 of Swords talks about moving from choppy waters to calmer waters. Leaving something difficult behind. Leaving something that is no longer serving you behind. You know, mainly thoughts, because swords represents thoughts. And that is amazing. You are moving into calmer waters, and your worries are going to be less and far between. The Haaretz shawl is catching my eye, which would indicate that you left something difficult that you are holding on to. Notice that this red shawl is not in the suitcase, but is actually on her. As I would see that as your past experiences, and that you are keeping that as not a memento, but you're keeping that as a reminder of what to avoid so that you can stay in the calm waters, of this new life that you're moving into. Very interesting. I never gotten that off that card prior. Now on to my enthusiasts, the individuals who intuitively know what to be enthusiastic about, how to get enthusiastic about it, how to get others enthusiastic about it as well, and how to stay enthusiastic about it. Yes. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my enthusiasts, please come forward and share what their current perspective will give them this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my enthusiasts, please come forward and share what their current perspective will give them this week. Please, God, angels, and guides. And you got the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah! A new idea to make a new idea, a new spark of something that will give you material abundance. Yes. Which is amazing. It's like a seedling. Notice it's like a seed. It has roots. It's grown roots. It not only has grown roots, but the minute you put it in the earth, it's going to take hold and grow. I mean, you already have like saplings coming off of it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's much like once you put it in the ground, it'll start sprouting some more, is what I'm getting. It's like on the verge of, I'm getting the French word épanouir, which is to, what's the word? What does it mean? To enlighten, to open up. The épanouir would be more like to open up and to take its place, take its full power and whatnot, which is great. Now on to my protectors, the individuals who intuitively know what to protect, how to protect it, and what to protect it from, for how long, and in what measure. So, please, God, angels, and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my protectors, please come forward and share what their current perspective will give them this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my protectors, please come forward and share what their current perspective will give them this week. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone from the highest good. And you got the Queen of Pentacles. What? You're nurturing something. You are sitting pretty. You are enjoying the fruits of your labor. You are in full manifestation mode. You're allowing things to come to you. You aren't working for them. You've worked for them, and now you're just ready to, soak it all in, is what I'm getting. Because what are the protectors? The protectors are the ones who, work hard to protect something. But I feel like you've adjusted your method just a bit. Instead of protecting something, you are, from the start, you've taught it correctly, so you are watching it grow, and you've done it right from the start. You've watched it grow, and so now you are reaping the bounty. Is that you are not sowing, you are enjoying the bounty. You are sitting pretty and being like, yeah, I did that. Boom. Mic drop is what I'm getting. Very interesting. Now, onto the chameleons, alright? The individuals who intuitively know what intuitive style to use in any given situation. So, please, God, angels, and guides. Anyone from the highest good. Too many cards. Who has a message for my chameleons? Please come forward and share what their current perspective will give them this week. Please, God, angels, and guides. Anyone from the highest good who has a message for my chameleons, please come forward and share what their current perspective will give them this week. Please, God, angels, and guides. Anyone from the highest good who has a message for my chameleons. And you got this is awesome. The 10 of Cups. What? Yeah, that's what you want. Full emotional fulfillment. Yes, that's the word. Complete emotional fulfillment is the actual term. So, complete emotional fulfillment. You are using all of your intuitive powers to get to that. You are completely happy. You have need for nothing. Every need of yours is fulfilled and all that jazz. So that is awesome, my chameleons, okay? So, my gorgeous triple tears. This is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price for private readings, as well as the email you can send donations to on PayPal if you feel so called. And with that being said, my gorgeous triple tears, I wish you guys all a very good week and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.